everyone, my name's Yarnell and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a double crochet. So let's get started. The yarn that I'm using today is just from the dollar store. I just bought really cheap. 85% acrylic, 15% wool, so it's really nice and soft, and it's nice and chunky, and it has the size 12 hook. So those of you in the Netherlands will recognize this name. It's a good dollar store. Stay with me, mascot. Okay, good. As always, I will be working from the inside of my yarn, just because I find it easier and to make sure that my ball of yarn doesn't roll around everywhere. So, since this is quite a large and chunky yarn, I will be needing a very big hook, a 12mm hook with this one. So I'm going to make sure that you can really see the stitches that I'm working today. That also means that we'll need some scissors and some yarn needles, the usual. I'm going to start this project with a simple chain. I'm going to chain 10, sounds like a good number, and a slip knot. If you don't know how to do that yet, go check out this video and it will show you everything you need for the slip knot, the chain, and how to bind off, because I'm just going to be skimming over that part in this tutorial. This is just about the double crochet. There you go. A nice simple chain. He's in the way today. And actually, you know what? We're going to grab our new mascot that we made. Here. Our little derpy dude. We made him in the last video. If you want to go check out how to make this guy, he's the little lilac man, go check out that video, and that'll show you how to make one of these tiny little owls. Be warned, there's a lot of glue involved. Okay, so back to the actual video. Sorry about that. I get distracted a lot. So we have a chain here of 10. The double crochet is twice the height of a single crochet. So where in the single crochet we'd normally chain 1, turn our work, and start the row, now we're going to chain 2. So we're now starting our new row. Again, if you don't know how to chain and how to start off a crochet project, go check out that video. I highly recommend it. So we need to now chain 2 and turn, because we need to get up to the height of our next stitch, because we want to make our next stitch in the 10th chain right here. But we need to make sure we're the right height first. So we're chaining 2, just like that. And now we're going to start in the second, or the third chain rather, from the hook right here. Now with the single crochet you would just go in, yarn over, and pull through, but we're not doing that. What we need to do is we need to make 3 loops on our hook. So we're going to yarn over, so we're going to loop around our hook, and then we're going to go into the stitch. Then we're going to yarn over again, pull through, and now as you can see we have 3 loops on our hook. So this is not usually the 2 hooks that we would have in a single crochet, because this is a double crochet, which means that we're doing 2 crochets in a single stitch, so to speak. So the next step, you have 3 loops, sorry, we have 1 hook, not 3 hooks, 1 loop. My English isn't working today. We have 3 loops on our hook. So we're going to yarn over, we're going to pull through 2. So that's our first single crochet right there, but this is a double crochet, so we need to do these second 2 loops. So we're going to yarn over and pull through 2 again. And here we go. This right here, this column there, that is the double crochet. You can see our 2 chains here are to get it up to that height. So again, we're going to go into the next stitch here. With the double crochet, you yarn over, put it into the next stitch, yarn over, and pull through that stitch. Now we have 3 loops on our hook. Now we complete the double crochet. We yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2 again. And that's all there is to it. Just like that, you can see that here's one and here's the other. Now this is super duper chunky yarn, And when you're doing it with smaller yarn, it looks very small, very neat, and it's very soft and stretchy too. So I'm going to go over to the end of the row. Actually, I'll do one more just to show you again. So one more time, because three times is lucky charm. So yarn over. Now remember, I always hold my yarn between these two fingers, which allows the rest of my fingers to kind of hold on to the stitches in my work. So I hold it like back there, and then this finger can also hold on to that work. So yarn over, go into the next stitch. You can see this is the one that we just worked, and this is our next chain. So we're going to go into there with it still. If you hold on to this loop, it'll make sure that you don't accidentally have it fly off, and you'll find that if you're using your hook correctly, it'll kind of notch itself into this little part of the hook. So go through the next chain, turn your hook up, yarn over again, make sure you grab that yarn, pull through one. There we go, I was just having some trouble getting through there. And now we have 3 loops on our hook. So we're going to yarn over, make sure it's all the way in there, pull through 2, then yarn over again, and pull through the remaining 2. 3 times lucky, 1, 2, and 3. You can see that we have this one right here. That chain that we made is the stitch that we will eventually go into. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the row, and then I'll show you how to start the next row, which will be exactly the same. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish this row, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so we're almost at the end of our row here, and if you remember from the very first tutorial video, we have our last chain right here, and this big bulk thing, that's our slip knot. You can see that as we pull on here, you can see that it's kind of tightening up that knot. So if we were to continue, we would have this little stitch that we would have lost. So we do one more stitch, yarn over, go through, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. If you can manage, there we go. And just like that, we have our first row done of 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So now we need to turn our work. In a single crochet, we would chain 1 and then turn our work. This is the back, and then this is the front. But this isn't a single crochet, this is a double crochet. Like I said, that's twice the height of a single crochet. You can see the single crochet down here. That little portion here, loop, loop, and that little bit there. But we're doing one that's twice that high. This is a way to kind of cheat the system and get a square a little quicker. So we need to chain 2 instead of just the chain 1. So that's yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 1. Remember, that's how we do a chain. So we now have 2 chains, and if we look at that, if you like fold it down, you can see that that is the same height. Remember this bottom row here, that's our chain, so that doesn't count. You can see that those 2 chains are the same height. So now we have that, you can turn your work, stay. You can turn your work, and you can keep going. So here's the first chain, the second chain, and here's that stitch that you're going to work into. If you put this neat like that, you can see that. The 2 chains, the loop on your hook, and you need to go into the 3rd chain from the hook. You don't want to go into here because then you're going to create a stitch that doesn't exist. This one. So, yarn over, we're going through into there, and make sure you're going through both loops now. Yarn over, pull through, and then we do yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 again. And as you can see, that chain helped us get up to the level, and here's our first double crochet. And that's it. That's how you do it. There's nothing more to it than that. Once you eventually get up to speed, you can start working on it really quickly. You can create lovely little projects and blankets and everything, little squares. Now the reason I'm showing you this stitch instead of continuing with another amigurumi is because I want to show you all how to eventually make a granny square, which is just a little square, and you kind of work in the round in an odd kind of way. So that's going to be coming up in the next video. But for this one, we're all done. We've made a little piece of fabric, and that's it. Hope you all enjoyed this one, and I look forward to making the next one. Bye bye!